Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Leaders are important people. They are important in our lives. We tend to follow their example. And this has been the case throughout the ages. At the time when Muhammad, prayer and peace upon him, migrated from Mecca to Medina with the Muslims, the Medina as a town had Arabs there, and these were the majority of the people who believed in Islam and embraced Islam, with the exception of a few. And there were Jews, and only few of them embraced Islam. The few of the Arabs who didn't embrace Islam in their own hearts pretend to be Muslims, and they were in fact hypocrites. Some of them didn't try to cause a lot of trouble, but some did. And the very important one of them was a man called Abdullah ibn Ubay ibn Salul. Abdullah tried to cause trouble in many situations. One important event was when the Muslims went out to fight an army which was coming to attack the Medina. And an army of about 1,000 men went out to meet them. And Abdullah ibn Ubay managed to persuade about a third of this army to turn back, on the understanding that there wasn't going to be a fight, or that they would be better off staying in Medina to defend it. He was obviously trying to cause trouble, and people knew that. When the Muslims went back, more than one went to Muhammad, prayer and peace upon him, and offered to kill the man. And one of these people was his own son. His own son went to Rasul, Allah's Messenger, prayer and peace upon him, and he said, if you want this man killed, tell me, and I will kill him. But Muhammad, prayer and peace upon him, said, no, it will never be said, it will never be seen that Muhammad kills his companions and his followers. He was aware, alayhi salatu wassalam, that this was going to be an example to be followed. And people will start at any dispute and disagreement between them to start kill and execute each other. And he didn't want this to happen. Years after, when Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab was second Khalifa, and he went off to Jerusalem to sign a peace treaty with the people of Jerusalem, which allowed the Muslims to enter into Jerusalem peacefully with total safety for all the inhabitants of Jerusalem. And he was taken to visit Kanisat al-Qiyamah, the Church of Qiyamah, there. And while he was there, came the time of prayer. And the bishop offered him to pray in the church. Umar al-Khattab said, yes, I can pray, but I will not pray here, because people will take this as an excuse, as an example, a precedent for praying in this church or praying in any other church. And then they will take over your churches. And you went out and prayed outside the church. He was very much aware that what he would do will be taken as an example. He would be setting a precedent which other will follow. People look up to him. And this is really the case with all leaders. People look up to them. As the Rasul have said, we are all guardians You are all responsible for those in your guardianship. كلكم راع وكلكم مسؤول عن رعيته. The parents are the leaders at home, and they tend to be the main, if not the sole leaders, affect the life of children during their formative years, during their first 5 or 6 years of life. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to enlighten us with His guidance and with His wisdom, and to give us the strength and the patience to live by it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.